Hey guys, thank you very much for your interest in Run playing cards. I wanted to shout out to everybody who's supported this, Murphy's Magic, Mark Murphy, everybody in the studio team, and everybody who's got behind the idea. We had a really good time creating this, and US Playing Card. I've pushed US Playing Card to the hilt on the technology and the design and the resourcing behind this, and they were able to pull off just a beautiful product. I'm very proud of this. This has been in the works since about, I would say, mid-2013, and it's great to finally bring it to market. The reason I'm here, I wanted to chat with you a little bit about the design. There's been some people who have asked a few questions about design, and it's one of the reasons that I wanted to create this video, because there's so many little things going on with the construction of Run that actually has a method to the madness. So I thought it might be kind of fun to explain some of this stuff. Otherwise, my email and Facebook is going to pound it with a million questions, so fixing that right here. First, let's start with the card back. The design of the card back, I took the original inspiration from the old race cars. And if you'll notice, Run, if you've seen the cinematic trailer or anything, everything is really about motion. Everything is about movement. It is about energy and dynamics. Not so much just technical skill with cards or whatnot, but more about a lifestyle and energy and, you know, always staying fluid in motion. I love that concept. So that's why the big stripe, it runs through the back of the card design. And I'll set this down for a second. And if you look at the inner card box, which we'll get to all the few pieces in a minute, but the inner card box has a stripe that runs all the way around the box. So it has this kind of infinity part of the design that continues all the way around the design. And that, again, I wanted to have this forever type of motion. And that was the hard part. How do you put that logic into pixels, into a design? And I thought this was a, kind of a beautiful element that wrapped the box and kind of tied the whole design together. Secondly, on the card back, and which is also on the back of the box, there's a little bit of symbology going on, and you'll probably notice right off that this is reminiscent of a $, and that is the motivation of the character in Run. Really is the motivation, out for the money, and out for that big win. And you'll also notice that on either ends of that center design is a kind of a classic card, king's weapon, sword, stabbing a heart. And historically, that symbology has always meant treachery. So the only way for him, this character, so to speak, to get to that motivating factor is to do something incredibly bad to a lot of people. And so we create kind of an anti-hero ideology behind Run. And also, if you look in some of the little sub-designs that we have going on each side, you'll notice that there are small spades and diamonds. And the diamonds, again, represents kind of a motivational treasure, what he's going after. And the spades really is the kind of gambling risk aspect of the whole thing. So, and you'll notice there's a couple of like Run little things on the border. Also, more little elements that you might find out when you see it, that this stripe actually wraps around the inner design. So a lot of cool things that were collaborated on to come up with a back design, an actual art piece that embodied this lifestyle. I'm very proud of that, how that came out. The box, as you'll notice, does the same thing as we explained that. And of course, the ace is on the front with that treachery symbol in front as well. You'll also notice on the inside, once you open the box, this is the inner box, that it says, learn a gambling routine with your included gaff cards. So you have a URL that you can go to and learn a routine based on these cards, which are included with your deck. You'll notice that the 2 gaff cards included have mismatched pips on the corners. And these are very reminiscent of old mismatched pip cards that have been around since the 1800s. They've been around a long time. And we actually include these so you can do, these are very versatile cards. You can do tons of different routines with them. mainly Monty routines, mainly gambling stuff, and they're a lot of fun. We hope everybody gets a lot of use out of these because all the way from transpose to sandwiches to, again, Monty, very versatile stuff. And again, we thought that the gambling, risk-taking proposition aspect of this would lend itself to these cards, so that should be a fun one. So another fun element that we put together was this card case. It's a very thick, hard card case, and one of the very few decks that have ever been out that actually come with its own protective case. So we think it's a great value, and it's a wonderful prop to keep your deck nice and tight. Has a great design, again, that kind of fits the whole lifestyle and theme of Run. Dark, and you'll notice a lot of the theme and imagery we put around Run has that whole kind of dark noir type of look. So there are 3 versions of the Run playing cards. First being the standard version. The standard Run has a yellow and blue, kind of dark blue-green background. These have been printed in a run of 15,000, so there are 15,000 of these in print and circulation. The next version, which I don't have with me because these are advanced decks directly from USPC, the next version are called the Heat Edition, and those are actually red with a metallic silver design on them. And you'll notice that the last version is red on black. This is called the bankroll version. The bankroll, all the designs look the same, the colors have changed. The bankroll has been printed in a quantity of 5,000, and these will only be available to the public through contests and giveaways and promotions. So the bankroll decks are not going to be sold, they're only going to be attainable through other means. So let me crack this one open, and again has the URL on the inside, as all the rest. And the back designs, as you'll notice, are also black and red. So 3 versions of Run: the standard, the Heat Edition. The Heat Edition is a 10,000 deck run, the standard is 15, and the bankroll version is 5,000. So these are an entire limited set. We hope you grab them all. So guys, a last thing to remember is that this first edition of the Run playing cards will be the only editions that come with the card case, the hard outer case. So these will not be run on versions beyond the 15,000, the 10,000, and the 5 of the different versions. These are the only ones, and it was more of a thank you to the community by Murphy's Magic by introducing itself to the card community as a card playing producer. We have a lot more coming. We have a lot more decks, and we're excited to do, but these first ones are going to be the only decks without the case. So these are really ones you're going to want to get your hands on. But moreover, I wanted to introduce these to you. I wanted to thank you for your support. I wanted to thank you for enjoyment. And if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. And we look forward to you guys getting a lot of use out of these.